Alright, now we'll just do a summary of finding the vertex and the axis symmetry. We looked at a couple different methods, so here's a short summary of each. So first, graphically. So if you're given the graph, or you could be given a function, you could put it into a graphic calculator, or as you've seen in the last example, go to the DMOS website as one example and graph it. Regardless, you have the graph here, so pick the vertex. So the vertex is right here. And you read your x value first, which is up. Our x value is 2. And you state as an ordered pair, which means you have to put it in brackets. And then we look across to find our y value, which is negative 4. Then the equation of the axis of symmetry. And your axis of symmetry is always a straight line that cuts your graph in half. And here we see it's going down through right there. I'll just change that. Make it a little easier to see. And that's your axis of symmetry. In this case, we write it as x equals 2. So it's always your x value. Next example, tabulation. So if you were given a table of values, state the vertex and axis symmetry. Now it is possible to get straight from the table if you can picture it. I always like doing a little sketch of it first. So now my x values are negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Y values, when x is at negative 1, the y value is at 10. So let's say 10. When the x value is 0, the y value is 1. When the x value is 1, the y value is negative 2. So maybe down here. When the x value is 2, the y value is 1. So the graph is going down, now it's going back up. When it's at 3, you're back up at 10. So going down, through here, back up through there. Okay, not a neat graph, but we would see that our vertex appears to be here. So x equals 1, and well, that's our axis symmetry. So 1 and negative 2. So it's down at 1, across at negative 2. You'd also notice that we've reached the height of 10 at both negative 1 and 3. So if you took the middle between negative 1 and 3, it would be at 1. So that would be the midway point. And last case, determine the vertex and axis symmetry of this equation here. And what we need to remember is this formula here. X equals negative b over 2a. The negative b over 2a will give us the x value of the vertex. Then we have to substitute it back into the function to get the y value. So let's figure this out first. So negative b over 2a. So negative, then we look for our b value. And our b value is negative 8. Divided by 2 times a. And our a value is 2. Negative times negative is a positive. 8 divided by 4. So far we have the x value of our vertex. Now, to get the y value, we substitute this into, so sub into the equation. So we have y equals 2 times 2 squared. Subtract 8 times 2. So everywhere we see an x up here, we're going to put in a 2. 2 squared is 4, times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7. 8 subtract 16 is negative 8, plus 7. So you get negative 1. Now we find that our y value is negative 1. So this is the value of our vertex. And our axis of symmetry here, well, that's the x value of our vertex. So x equals 2. All right, and that's what you need to know about vertex and axis symmetry and how to find it.